So hello everyone, I hope you all are doing good, and this is Vansh. So in this video we're going to talk about 5 major ways in which you can prevent your F-1 student visa refusal. So this video is going to be very informative and very useful for the people who have their interviews in the next couple of months. So definitely watch this video till the end. And if you have not subscribed to my channel till yet, so do make sure to subscribe to my channel. And my Instagram ID is here, so do not forget to follow me on Instagram as well. And iPhone 13 Pro Max unboxing is coming soon, so do follow me on Instagram to keep yourself updated. And yeah, let's get into the video. So the first thing is that always know your university better. So why I am saying this? This is because interview is most probably gonna ask you why are you going to this university, this particular university. So you have to tell a lot of information about your university. You have to make a lot of research about your university by going through their website. So basically you don't have to give very generic answers about your university, like giving the ranking of the university, about its fees. You don't have to say all of that. Why? Because interview wants to know that what's the specific reason behind you going to that university. Because if you will say very generic answers that these are the reasons why I'm going there, so they will feel that you're not a genuine person. You're not going there for studies, you're going there for some other reasons. So you will not look like a genuine person to the interviewer, and there are chances that he can reject your visa as well. So don't talk about this. Always be specific, like give examples that the course curriculum is very good, or you have talked to the representative of the university, or you can also say about the university's resources that they're offering, or you can also say about the university's athletic performance or sports performance, and then you can justify a statement that you like sports and you do sports like basketball and soccer. And by going to that university, you will get a platform where you can showcase your talent about your basketball skills or soccer skills. So basically you have to be very specific about your answers, about your reasons to choose this university. And also I have made a video on my F1 student visa experience, and also in that I have given some tips and tricks about how you can increase your chances of getting your visa. So the video link is here, so if you have not seen that video, so do make sure that you have watched that video, as that video will also definitely help you in your visa interview and you will gain some information as well. So the second point is very important. It is that speak about your finances properly. So what do I mean by that? First of all, you have to be very clear about your finances beforehand, and you have to prepare yourself and you have to prepare your answers accordingly. Always have a greater amount of money in your bank account than it is stated on your I-20. There is no minimum limit that you must have 1.5 times or 2 times the fee quoted on your I-20, but the greater the amount is, the more good impression it leaves on the interviewer. And so you want to be rejected your F1 student visa on financial grounds. And yes, don't make transactions into your bank account at the very last moment. So what do I mean by that? So a lot of students, what they do on their interview date or like a week before their interview date, their families get a lot of money transferred into their bank account to show to the visa officer. They get that money from their relatives or from some other source, so that they can show in the visa interview. So this is a very big no sign, because I have myself seen a person getting rejected in front of me for this reason. Why? Because if you transfer the money at the very last moment, so basically the interviewer will also know that you have got this money from someone to show in the interview, and this money does not belong to you. Why? Because the transaction is a very large amount as compared to your usual transactions. Like suppose if your bank account generally has transaction of about like 1 lakh or 2 lakh up to maximum, but suddenly before a week it gets a transaction of like 15 or 20 lakhs or 30 lakhs, that's a clear indication that you have got money from someone. So make sure don't do that. And also tell them about loans if you have any. Do openly tell them about the loans, that okay, I have taken this loan from this bank and amount is this much, because it's not the factor which gonna affect your visa approval or rejection, because not everybody is financially capable of affording a US bachelor or US master's degree. So that's why they do take loan to get a degree from US. So yeah, you have to be open and tell them honestly that if you are taking any loan, or if you are being sponsored by your uncle, or if you are being sponsored by your parents. So you have to tell them the truth. And also I want to share a piece of information with you that I took help with my counselor for my interview process, for my whole interview process, and I assure that because of her I got my visa. So definitely I will recommend you to take guidance from such a counselor as well. So if you want to get connected to my counselor as well for interview process, so do message me or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram ID is again here, and I will get you in touch with my counselor and she will definitely help you out. And I would definitely recommend you because it is worth it. Literally, it is worth it. So the third point is that don't ever speak about your non-liquid funds. It's somewhat related to the second point, but what is liquid funds? So liquid funds are those funds which you can use readily, like the funds in your bank account, you can use them readily. Those are the liquid funds. But suppose if you have money at your home, like if someone has borrowed some money from you and they owe you some money or something like that, or if you have a real estate, or if you invest in stocks in stock market, so that does not come under liquid funds. What comes under liquid funds for interviewers is that how much money do you have in your bank account. That's the only liquid fund they accept. So I literally saw with my eyes a student getting rejected. Why? Because when the interviewer asked him that how much money do you have in your bank account, so he said that in the bank account we have this much amount, but we have one crore or 2 crore property here, and then my father has invested in stock market about this much. So after hearing this, the interviewer really got angry on him. Why? Because he was saying all about the non-liquid funds. So the interviewer then cross-questioned the student in a very arrogant way that, are your father gonna sell your property for your education? That was a very big no, that you don't have to tell about how much property your father owns, or how much property do you own, or how much stocks do you have, how much cash do you have at home. Yeah, so you don't have to basically tell them that. You just have to tell them how much liquid funds do you have. That is, how much amount of money do you have in a bank account at that time. So the fourth thing, and this is literally one of the top reasons why a lot of students get their a lot of students get their visa rejected. So it's 214B clause. So it basically says that you failed to tell the interviewer about your strong home ties and that you will be returning to your home country after your graduation. So what does that mean? So suppose an interviewer asks you that what are your plans after graduation? So a lot of students will have a plan of like working in the US and then staying here after their graduation. But if you say this in your interview, you will most probably gonna get rejected your student visa. Why? Because F1 student visa is not an immigrant visa. That's a non-immigrant visa, which says that you cannot have any intention of staying in the US forever or for any other reason, like for job or something like that. So basically, if you will say that I will be working after my graduation, so it will most probably gonna look to an interviewer like you are going to stay in the US forever. You will get your visa sponsorships and all, and then you will be going to stay here forever, which contradicts with your F1 student status. So for that reason, they can deny you a F1 student visa. So you have to make sure that you don't say such things. So what you can say, you have to show your strong home ties, that you have a very good relation with your home, like with your father, with the mother, or with your family, and that you cannot live without them for so long. So basically, you have to show them strong ties, and you have to show them your intentions that you're gonna return back to your home country for sure after graduation, and you're gonna do something in your home country, and you are not going to seek any job in the US. And yeah, you have to be very clear and specific in this answer as well, because a lot of students, they just say that I will come back to my home country and I will seek a job here, or I'm gonna come back to my home country and start my business over here. So that's a very vague answer. So you have to be very specific. You have to tell them that my parents at that time will get this much old, and I am the eldest or I am the youngest of the family, and I have to take care after my family. I love them a lot. So for that reason, I'll be returning back, and also I will be seeking jobs in India. Like you can say I will be seeking jobs in New Delhi or in Bangalore or in Hyderabad or whatever city you want to say, and then you have to justify why you're gonna seek a job there. Or you can just say that I'm gonna start my business over here, or you can say that I'm gonna take over for my business over here. because my parents will get old, so I'll have to take over their business. So that's why I'll come back to my home country after graduation. And yes, if you say that you will be taking over your business, so do make sure that your business is related to your major or your field of study that you're coming in the United States for. Suppose if you're coming for computer science and then you're saying that I'll be taking over my father's business of clothing, so then they will ask you that then why are you taking a course of computer science if you have to end up taking over your father's business, which is finally the clothing. So why are you taking CS? So that will create another counter portion or counter argument for you. So you have to make sure that you frame your answers in such a way they both get linked to each other. And now the last but not the least, fifth point is that always carry the required documents. Now, what are the required documents? First of all, your I-20 and your passport. These are the most important things. But besides them, you also have to carry your service fee receipt. Why? Because I have seen 3 to 4 students during my interview that they were asked to go to another side of the embassy to get their service fee and DS 160 fees verified. So basically they have to go to the another side of the embassy and get that verified, and then they would have been allowed to get their interview done. And suppose if that student does not bring their service fee receipt or DS 160 receipt, then they will be sent back to their home and they will have to reschedule their visa appointment once again, which is a very difficult task, especially during such times when the number of applicants has also increased. So at that time getting a slot is very difficult. Make sure you get your service fee receipt, DS 160 receipt, and your signed bank documents. So bank documents, by that I am saying that the bank statement of your sponsor, you have to get it signed by their bank. Yep. So that's it for today. And also these are not all. Again, I'm saying if you have not watched this video, kindly watch this video because I'm sharing information in this video as well, and this will gonna help you in your interview. So these are not all. There are a lot of tips and tricks about how you can increase your F1 student visa approval and how you can prevent its rejection. So but for this video, this was it. If you guys want to know other tips and tricks as well on how you can increase your F1 student visa approval chances, so do let me know in the comment section. I will make another video sharing other tips and tricks as well. So yeah, that was it for today. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and do not forget to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is here. So I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Love from California, boy from India. Peace.